Hey guys, this is Rebecca Oberstadt. I am sitting outside today because I have been inside for way too long. I just got over a nasty staph infection due to a rat bite. So I have 2 months worth of Ipsy bags to go over. I went ahead and took them out of the packaging. So this is the one that I got in June, and it was actually wrapped tape on it. So this was wrapped around this little clear plastic ice cream bag, I guess because when I tried to put it back in the bag, it was sticking, so I figured that's why they wrapped it. Inside was a card that says, "Your summer story starts here," and it's got a pineapple with cute little flamingo glasses. And it says, "There are 93 days, 15 hours, and 47 minutes of summer. Are you soaking them up? Whether you're craving a road trip, a sun-drenched siesta, or a poolside fiesta, we're daring you to take a day off and make it happen. In fact, your May Glambag picks were chosen to help make all your warm weather dreams come true. Whether you're lounging on a human-sized sprinkled donut, head to Ipsy.com for more hashtag Ipsy Summer Friday vibes, info, and inspo. Then take 30 seconds to do your product reviews and tell us what you think. Your June glam bag will thank you for it. Ipsy Summer Friday." So I guess this is my May bag, and this one's June. So in here I have the first product is by Adesse New. It says Organic Infused Nail Lacquer Gel Effect, and it says 5 free, does not contain toluene, DPD, formaldehyde resin, or camphor, not tested on animals. And since I'm allergic to formaldehyde, that is a very good thing, since I have had to get rid of all of my nail polishes. It's kind of like a robin's egg blue. It's not quite teal, not quite light blue, so I will test it out since I don't have any nail polish on and my hands are clean. It's going on very sheer. I'm just painting part of my finger. So what happens when you can't use your main finger? Yeah, it went on very streaky and very, very thin. I know the sun is kind of messing with things right now, but that's actually pretty bad. Maybe after it dries, I'll do a second coat and we'll see what happens from there. And the color is Surfer Girl. Since the sticker was not stuck on properly. Okay, so the next product is from Benefit. It says Gimme Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. Thin, skimpy brows, fuller looking now. Volumizes, tames intense brows, natural looking and buildable, water resistant, long wearing. Custom tiny tapered brush to use. Stroke brush up tip along brow to define shape, brush through to blend and build. Let's see if they've got the right color since my hair is rather dark. And I made sure to bring my brushes out and my mirror. I'll use the scary side since it's a two-sided mirror. It's cute. I just dropped it. It's cute. Look how tiny that is. Bubby, go away. My cat is pestering me. In the salon, we were always taught that go backwards with the eyebrow hair so that you actually get color on it when we did eyebrow tinting. But that was with a product called Metallic Salts, which, if anybody is familiar with that, it's basically that 5-minute hair color for men stuff, and it reacts rather badly to aluminum. We did a test strip once in school where we did hair strands, and somebody made a mistake and put it on aluminum, and they ended up literally catching the aluminum on fire. I have never seen aluminum burn before. It was a unique experience. Alright, now that I've got it in my eyebrows, and it's actually rather dark, but I'm going to go ahead and brush through it really quick. I've got like one spot that got stuck to my skin right there. And I've got a couple eyebrow hairs that need to be plucked, but they're way too short right now. Compared to my other eyebrow, there's a freaking cat hair on my brush. Thanks, Bob. See him behind me? Rat. The color is actually spot on. And my hair is up right now, so I think it's pretty perfect. It made them definitely look fuller here on the front, except for that one spot that I got right there on my skin, which will not come off, I guess because it's already dry. But it definitely looks like I took a, my eyelid itches. So it happens when you have things like these skin tags. They're annoying. But my eyebrows down here are a little sparse, and right in here they're a little sparse on both sides. So I think it did a really good job making my eyebrows look more Instagram ready. I will put that back in the box. That's definitely a keeper. Alright, the next product is Endless Silky Eye Pen it says Pixie by Petra, Opal Overcoat. Let me get it out of this little condom here. I hate these things. I almost break a fingernail trying to get them open. And I found that if you work away from where the lid is, they open a lot faster. It's actually a really pretty color. It's kind of like a coppery beige. So I will, since I've got my eyebrow done, might as well use it as an eyeliner, and we'll see how this works. Very soft. I'm going to try my waterline with it. And I'll use my color doesn't seem to transfer very well on my waterline. Let me try it again. Oh, it's there. You just can barely see it. Beautiful color. Put the lid back on before I screw it up. So you can see it's definitely in my waterline, and then I did a nice thick line there, and then I did just a little bit underneath my eye because I have a mole right there. So I end up coloring the mole instead of putting eyeliner on. Put that back. Oh, I got a Luxie brush. I got this a couple months ago. This is their 514 blush brush, and I really love it. And this is, let's see, Luxie 660 Precision Foundation. And since I have a ton of, you can even see it out here, I've got like fuzz all, I mean literally fuzz all over my face. I have the e.l.f. stipple brush, and I've tried to use it a couple of times with, I've tried to use it with mousse foundation, cream foundation, and liquid foundation, and it doesn't matter what I use. When I use a brush, whether I'm doing downward strokes, whether I'm doing swirling and then downward strokes, or if I just stipple with it and then go back over it and go down, doesn't matter what I do, what motions I use, or how I try and apply it, I always end up with a big mess. So this is actually very soft compared to the other brush. I have a yellow jacket over here. So we'll see if I can use this with my foundation. And it's actually a lot softer than my blush brush, which is kind of nice. I like soft brushes. Would you get away from my foot? Here, have a brush to sniff. I don't like things that can sting near my feet, because then you get stung on your foot and you can't walk. But I really love the Luxie brushes. I'm glad that I'm getting brushes, because most of my brushes are at least 15, if not 20 years old. Like this Mary Kay brush I got in 1997. This is their blush brush, and like I said, I've had it since 1997. All of the brushes that I have that are Mary Kay, this is a contour brush. They seem to hold up pretty good. And then I've got some original, like this is an old e.l.f. brush. So I'm glad to get new brushes, because then I can replace the old ones. Okay, now this one is a product from MannaKadar Beauty. I love getting their products. Now I have one of their products called Fantasy. It is technically, it's like an eyeshadow. It's the same color that I would use for a blush, and you can also use it as a highlight. So it's basically a 3-in-1 product. This one says it's a bronzer highlighter, and it doesn't say what color it is. Peel back for ingredients. I wish makeup companies would not put mineral oil in their products. Mineral oil is very bad for your skin, and this is made in China, even though it says Irving, California on the back. I don't really like it when companies use China to make their products either. Let's see where this one was made. Distributed in London. It doesn't say where it was made. This one here. This is New York. Distributed in USA. Has all the batch information on the bottom. Expires 1 of 20. And it doesn't say anywhere on here, made in wherever. So this is really pretty. Those are actually colors that I would use for eyeshadows, but let me just try. I'll grab my Luxie brush. I cleaned it after I did my makeup yesterday, so alright, so we'll see. There's not a whole lot of kick up on the contour, so holy crap, that's dark. Well, you can definitely tell I've got something on my face. And let me do part of my jaw. I'm going very lightly with it. And I always start right here at the edge of my jaw, and I go right at the edge and then down. I know a lot of people say to go up with it, but when you're creating a shadow, you kind of want the shadow to go down. And I have a very long face anyway, so by drawing it out towards my ear, following my actual jawline, it causes my face to be a little bit more pointed. Well, one thing I don't like about it is you can see like every pore on my face where I put the contour. And since this is the towel I used yesterday to wipe all my makeup brushes off, I might as well use it again today. I just grabbed it off the bathroom counter. And the funny thing is it happens to match my shirt. Somebody gave it to me because they knew I was a Gator fan. Alright, so for the highlight side, this is technically a concealer brush, but we'll try it. I am not seeing any color. Hang on. There's definitely product on the brush. Now, because my nose is really big and really long, I only highlight the center of my nose. I don't do the tip because then it makes this lovely ball on the end of my nose look 10 times bigger. Go ahead and do my forehead. And I do a V shape on my forehead on purpose, because my forehead's really short. So by doing a V shape, it again adds dimension to my face. And I've got a couple breakouts on my chin, so that doesn't help. So by looking at it from here into the camera, it's not picking it up very well. but I can see a little bit of shimmer on my forehead, my nose. My Cupid's bow shows up really well. My chin looks very iridescent, and then on my face, using my finger, I'm like trying to get all the little hairs to lay down. I mean, you can see it on my finger where I just touched my face. It's a beautiful color. I can definitely see it on my forehead here in the camera. You can see it on my nose, Cupid's bow, chin. Say hi to my car. Yeah, I guess I can see it now that I've moved the camera because the sun is basically like right up there. Oh yeah, you can see it now. And with no blush on, that's a big contrast between the highlight and the contour. But now you can see my jaw up close. And then if I had, you know, actual makeup on, this wouldn't look so harsh and I would blend it better. I'm going to try one other thing with it. Allergies are going crazy. Alright. Grab a couple brushes here. So I'm going to use my MannaKadar brush and I'm going to dip into that highlight color. And this is technically a packing brush, but and there is no kick up at all on the product when you go to dip your brush into it. There's like no crumbs, no nothing that falls out. What are you doing, Em? What are you doing? My eyes watering really bad. Stick it in the corner. Okay, so I've covered basically from here down with that highlight color, which is really pretty. And grab a really old, this is a old Mark eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna grab that other color and I'll lightly tap it in my crease. I don't know how much color is gonna, okay, or not. I guess I better, I'm not gonna tap off the excess this time. Picked up an ant. I could feel it walking on my arm here. Ow! Get away from my foot, you freak. The yellow jacket came back. Cover my foot up with my towel. It like nipped at my toe. Not cool. Go away. I live in Florida, so bugs are part of it, and I am sitting outside, which is his territory. But you don't ever want to swat at a bug, because it just gives them a reason to get angry and sting you. Alright, so there it is as an eyeshadow. Not too bad. I really like Bubby. He's hitting me in the butt with his tail. I'm gonna hit you in the butt, brat. Get that bug to leave me alone. So I've got, here, I'll turn it this way. So I've got it here, and I've got it here. I think it's rather pretty. Bug, seriously. And another ant is on my arm. I guess it blended out quite well. That's it. Just smash the bug into me, bub. And I'm going to go back with the little packing brush. It's got a little bit of color left on it, even though I wiped it off. And you can see where I wiped off the other brush with the bronzer on it. Stop hitting me with your tail. It hurts. Bye-bye. Actually, it blended out beautifully. And if you look here, see those two lines right there in my eye? I had a girl put wax on my eye in beauty school, and she didn't she cleansed my skin, but she didn't prep it with baby powder first when she waxed. And when she went to rip the strip off, she ended up ripping off skin, and I had a scab on my eye for like 3 weeks. That really sucked. Couldn't wear makeup. Well, I couldn't wear makeup that high. Usually I do, whatever color I do on my lid, I usually carry it all the way to my eyebrow, depending on what shade it is. But this is a beautiful color. And I think I can use it as both an eyeshadow and a highlight and a contour. So this is again a multifaceted product. I really do like the products from MannaKadar. Now this video is really long, so I'm gonna have to fast forward through a couple of spots. Where do you guys keep going? Another ant. I intentionally grabbed extra product and laid it on thick so that maybe it would cover better. Let me put this back in the bag. But even then, if you look, it's still on the edges, it's real patchy. It's patchy here. It's real streaky in the middle. I mean, and I buff the ridges out of my nails, and I just cut all of my nails recently. So they've all been cut recently. They've all been shaped within the past, couple days. And when I cut them and I file everything, I buff all my nails down and make sure that there's no ridges. So the nail polish itself, and it's not really that hot. It's fixing to rain here, so it's probably maybe 83 outside. So this is the Adesse New York nail polish in, oh crap, I forgot the name already. Surfer Girl. So I'm not really happy with the nail polish. I can't believe that, I mean, you can see right through the color. Right in here, there's like streaks. It's like streaky all through. Like there's a big streak there where there's like hardly any color. There is a patchy spot here, a patchy spot here. Yeah, there's a little patch on the edge of my nail as well. And I made sure to coat the edges of my nail. I ended up even painting my finger at one point. So this nail polish is not something that, I mean, I was looking forward to it because it's formaldehyde free, and maybe I'll have to work with it a little bit and make sure I use a base coat. And it says it's supposed to go on like a gel, but gel polish, when you put it on, it spreads out, and this didn't do what I expected it to do. It's a beautiful color though. And I got nail polish in this bag too, which is, oh my god, turquoise. So this is my May Ipsy bag. If I didn't tell you in the beginning, my name is Rebecca Oberstadt. Other than the nail polish, I love all of the other products. And of course I used all of them. The only thing that I didn't really care for was the nail polish, and that's because it's patchy and streaky and you can see through the color, and I've got 2 coats on, so that's kind of bad to have 2 coats of nail polish on your finger and you can still see through to your actual nail color. So that's a downside for me, especially being a retired beautician, somebody who used to do manicures on a regular basis. This nail polish would need at least 3 full coats just to be opaque. It's pretty sheer. The first coat was completely sheer, so it's almost like the difference between a matte lipstick and a lip gloss. This is more like a lip gloss instead of the matte lipstick or lip stain, so I don't know, I'm just not happy with it. But everything else in the bag was fabulous, and I really like the little ice cream bag that's clear, and for people that work at jobs like Walmart that require you to have a clear, purse, or where you come to work, you can't have an actual like regular purse, you have to have something that's clear. This would be perfect for somebody like that, so that way they could just throw their money and their IDs and their chapstick or tissues or whatever they need in their purse and carry this with them to work, because it's a cute little bag and it's actually a pretty decent size. I mean, heck, my iPhone would fit in it, so that's a pretty big bag. big enough to put what you need in it. So anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. Sorry this is so long. I will try and speed up parts of it so that it's not, 30 plus minutes long. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I will leave all the descriptions for everything in the description bar below. And I will also put the cost, like I usually do in my other videos, so where I review my Ipsy and Birchbox. I had to cancel my Birchbox for right now because I kept getting things that I couldn't use, and after 4 months in a row of that and them not listening, I canceled it for right now. I might pick it back up in January. We'll see. Are you back? Go away. Shoot. Yes, I finally did swat at him. Go away. So, I will leave price comparisons for what the bag value is, what the sample size is versus full size, and the cost of, the sample versus the full size cost, that kind of stuff. I break all that down in the description. So also look for my social media links in the bottom, and links to my website or anything else like that. Now, sometimes when I get bags like this one that I know I won't use, I will list them on my website for sale. So if you're interested in buying this cute little bag, then you can look on my website underneath makeup bags, underneath other makeup brands, and you'll find a wide variety of makeup bags there. So I will see you guys later. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, leave a comment and let me know why before you give me a thumbs down. I mean, if you just don't like me, then why are you watching this? So, with that being said, if you're not already a subscriber and you would like to be, click the subscribe button down below. And then next to it is a little bell. If you'd like to be notified when I post new videos, then click the bell, and it will have a little screen that pops up, and you hit OK, and it will send you notifications when I post new videos. And I will see you guys soon because I have June's Ipsy bag to review in just a minute. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Have a fantastic day or night, wherever you are. Bye.